morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Ini TV. We are global and social commentators. Today, we are going to talk about seven things you shouldn't do in the UK that the English might interpret as rude, uncultured. These are the 7 things you shouldn't do. We decided to talk about the 7 things you shouldn't do while you are in United Kingdom, because for the past 10 years, UK has been a home to a lot of immigrants. It even dates back to the very beginning. United Kingdom is a multi-cultural countries together. United Kingdom is made up of 4 countries: England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. And each of these countries have their peculiar culture, unique characteristics. But there's one thing that runs across them, and that is what we are going to talk about now. So you coming to the UK, like we said before, 2014, we had close to 30,000 immigrants coming to the UK. But from 2014 upwards, the number increased to 500,000 every year. In 2019, it dropped back again because of the Brexit. But now, every year, we'll have close to 300,000 people coming to the UK to settle and live. So that is why it is imperative that we make this video. So if you are coming to the UK and to settle down, it might interest you to know that there are certain culture that you don't take seriously, on certain things you take as insignificant as an African, that they might here pick an offense and might even get you into trouble. So first of all, talking aloud. The Englishman, not shouting, sees as uncultured. So that was why, if you are in the UK, try as much as possible to be calm and quiet while you're carrying out a conversation. If you talk aloud, you are being treated like you are rude, uncultured, uncivilized. So when you are in your workplace carrying out a conversation with colleagues, you try as much as possible not to talk aloud. I got into trouble because I'm somebody who talk aloud, like we Africans, you know. So a lot of people were beginning to pick offense until I was told, "You are rude." I said, "How?" I was just carrying out a conversation with you. Say, because you're talking aloud. So if you're coming to the UK, you should know it. Try as much as possible not to talk at the peak of your voice, not shouting, talking aloud. The number 2 is, in the UK, there is what we call mental queue. It's very common here. If you have the physical queue, fine. You come into the queue, you know who is in front of you and who will come after you. But here, there's what we call mental queue. You walk into a bank, nobody is queuing, everybody is seated. But Each and everybody knows his or her position. So there's a mental cue. You come into a bank, it's everybody is seated doing their thing. And probably when the desk is empty and you just walk to, the next person that is supposed to go will look at if you are rude, not knowing that you did not know there's a mental cue. Everybody in his head knows who has come in front of him and not those who has come after him. So you might be caught unaware, not knowing that there's a mental cue. So when you walk into an office, a place, just look the people around, not those who were there before you. And when there is a chance or a space, you allow them go first before you. Another one is the personal space. A lot of people here, you're talking to somebody, carrying out a conversation, you should try as much as possible not be so close. Try as much as possible not to be so close. There is this natural measurement that bone that a hand's length is considered normal, and a hand's length is considered too close. So when you are carrying out a conversation with somebody, try as much as possible to be more than a hand's length. That is probably more than 1.5 meters. Will be okay. And another thing, people here view that when you've seen somebody, this is the fourth point now, when you are seeing somebody for the first time, you shouldn't be so friendly. This has occurred to me. I went with a friend and we took a bus. So while seated, there was a lady beside me. So I didn't find it a little bit abnormal. I started chatting up with her, and she responded. We were talking, and when we stopped, the guy I was with said, "Are you crazy?" I said, "What?" He said, "Yeah, you don't carry out, you are not supposed to be too friendly. You are not supposed to carry out a conversation with somebody that you are not know. You are not supposed to be very friendly. Even as go as asking a personal questions. People here frown at it and they look at you as if you are rude." Then the fifth one is when you go to dinner with somebody, you are expected to keep your elbows away from the table. If your elbow is on the table, it is considered as rude, unmannered. While you are eating, your elbow should be off the table. And you should use the cutleries correctly. Anything outside this is considered as being rude, uncultured, and people frown at it. Number 6 is, it is the culture here to hold up. That means where you are entering a building, for example, and there's somebody behind you, you should hold door for that person. You see, I noticed while I was in the UK some 2 years back, there's a guy in front of you, and while he has just opened the door to go in, you might be 40 yards away. He will open the door and wait for you to come. Initially, I find it straight, but when I notice it is the culture here, when I see a guy like that, I quickly up in order not to keep him waiting for so long. So if somebody is coming behind you and you open the door and you just go in and don't hold the door for the person coming behind you, it is considered as rude, uncultured, and people frown at it. This also go with the door for the cars, not just the houses or offices. Alone. Extremely polite. So this extremely polite. They use the word like my love, darling, and all those stuff. You know, I came from a country where I don't go around calling somebody love. Hi, darling, and all those stuff. Initially, when I came, a lot of friends, colleagues, and even people you don't really have acquaintance with, when they are talking with you, they use the word hi love, hi darling. It struck me. But if you are an immigrant to the UK, and such words should not bother you. It's just your conversation, the person that is carrying out a conversation with you is just being polite, and that does not mean he has any interior motive. I hope with you, for those who are in UK or coming to UK, will take these 7 points into cognizance. The UK is a home to multicultural people. So that's why it's important that we make this video to let our fans out there know that if you are coming to UK, England, and you should not be offended or choked by this culture of the English people. With that, we'll say thank you. We welcome you to this great channel. If it's the first time you've seen our video, we indulge you to please subscribe to our channel. And after you subscribe, just press the notification bell button so that each time we upload, it comes directly to you. And for our returning subscribers, we say thank you, and thank you. We love you, but God loves you most. And until we meet, we'll say adios, au revoir, bye-bye, hasta la vista. We will catch you when we make the next video.